The newest edition of Florida Weekly is out today, and each week we give you the inside scoop on the cover stories.
Florida Weekly's presentation editor Eric Raddatz is in studio as he is most Thursdays with a preview. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing very well. Right on the front cover, you guys are talking about something we don't like to pay, tolls.
Yeah, we are paying tolls, and if you live in Lee County, you've been on one of the 3 bridges, and you've paid $6 here, $2 there.
It adds up.
It adds up. In fact, last year, $44 million were collected in tolls. That's last year, which we were looking at some of the numbers. This is $17 million of excess revenue for the county. So,
Lee County specifically?
Lee County specifically. So the question becomes, what did they do with all that extra money? Where did it go? Okay. And we answer that in Florida Weekly this week.
That's a good tease.
Dun, dun, dun.
Got to pick it up and read the article to find out.
There's also an interesting article about some cars you can see. You can see for the first time these engines of these pretty classic cars.
It's Father's Day, and so if you head down to the Revs Institute in Naples, Florida, you're going to see this assemblage of 100 rare and historically important cars. But for Father's Day, they're doing something special. They're popping the hood on about 40 of them starting this weekend, so you get to take a look what's really underneath there. And it's cool because they have cars over 100 years old through all kinds of different varieties of excellent vehicles, and you get to see kind of engines, the progression through the years. Head down to the Revs Institute and get more information on the whens and wheres in Florida Weekly.
Sounds like a good
Naples edition.
That's a good Father's Day outing because we have so many car lovers in Southwest Florida.
It seems pretty neat to see those classic cars and the engines they have, and for the first time, you said.
I'm going to head down there for sure. You want to come with me Father's Day? We'll bring the kids.
Why not?
Come on.
Yeah,
Happy
let's go
Father's
see
Day.
some classics. Yeah. Really quickly, Lee County's home to an artist named Marcus Jansen. Marcus is known for his urban expressionism, and Florida Weekly sits down for an intimate Q&A with him.
Yes, we do. And in fact, Marcus Jansen, if you haven't heard of Marcus Jansen, the question becomes, have you been living under a rock? He lives here in Southwest Florida. He's fastly becoming an international sensation. In fact, he's probably one of the most important American painters kicking off a solo tour in Italy and across Europe. We sit down with him for a very intimate Q&A, and we learned a little bit about his family life and him personally. You'll be saying, Chad, in 20, 30 years, I was talking about Marcus Jansen back when we were doing drinks with him down at the
He's a great talent.
It was
and
amazing. Super sensational.
We're getting the wrap. Anything else?
Just pick up Florida Weekly on racks online on your device, free for all the top picks, fun things to do throughout town this whole weekend and all into next week. Pick up Florida Weekly.
All right. Eric, we'll see you next week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.